Which one was your favourite?
This one, because it's bigger. It was on the pillow from don't know which event. No, from the first event.
The box?
Yeah.
Out of regionals in 2017 and 2016, yes. Which one did you prefer going to?
Hard to decide. I liked most the overhead squat muscle event in 17.
Oh, nice.
It's the best one.
Got all of Saturday, all of Sunday, fly to Wisconsin Monday morning. No, I'm not sure. After that, it's tricky. They keep wanting us to go to Dallas. Is anybody in Dallas, Fort Worth Airport? Is there anything to do around there?
This morning, task number 1, sorting out the CrossFit Games flights. Hulk juice. James, are we working out today?
Yes, he just needs his compression pants on.
This is where the vlog gets really excited. Watching 2 men on the
Yeah, just biking, nothing else.
Starting off today with the Bike Erg, the new Concept 2-1, never used it. Did 2 rounds of a 500 metre warm-up and my legs For this morning's monostructural, I told Kevin I want to go on the air runner and the Bike Erg just because they're 2 things running on here completely different to running in the street.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh, no,
I'm so sorry all of you OCD people that just had to witness that.
Good. Yeah, good. Yes, good. Better.
I did it!
Jazz equal to PB and I hit a 120 snatch again. Really happy with how consistent like 110, anything over 110's feeling. Technique work from stripping down the bar and literally just going back down to 70 kilos and just working on technique over and over and over. Feels like it's paying off.
Nice.
That was terrible jerk.
Yes.
Equal PB snatch and PB clean jerk.
Don't even care.
What was it?
I think it's... let me just check. 50, 65, 67 and a half. Yeah.
So you had a good day of lifting today?
Yes.
And the program's working?
It is.
Hey.
Can you not tell?
We did the warm-up on it, now we're gonna actually do a proper, it's gonna be my first ever workout on a Concept 2 bike. Guess I'm gonna review it. 1,000 meters on the bike, 10 burpees over the jerk blocks. Stomach level.
Jump, come on and jump.
Yeah. 5 rounds, you go, I go style. Looks easy, but it's not.
He's like, can you film me a few rounds in when I practice?
Girls are doing 300 meter run instead. How was it your first time ever working out on a... Bro, you're licking my face. But a lot of gyms don't have air runners, so what does it feel like?
I'm actually really proud of myself for doing it. Like, it's a really scary thing to do because I always feel like I'm going to fall off the back of it. So I feel like I've kind of mastered it a little bit.
Pump up your calves, pump up your glutes a little bit more than you think?
Really pumped up my calves. So I started on my final couple of runs. I actually, as well as trying to balance and not fall off, tried to think about what I was engaging. So I actually squeezed my bum and like tried to make sure that my hamstrings, and it actually took the pressure off my calves a lot more. So yeah, just finding a good technique. And then finish WOD, spoon dog.
Yes.
Hello James.
Hello James.
What do you want for? I want to cuddle dogs.
Kevin, Kevin, if you're gonna hoover, you have to do it to a really good song. It's literally the law.
Voll gesucht. Hast du die falsche Gestik gemacht? Ja, das war auch nicht hübsch.
War aber.
Ja. $1K for time with a 20-pound vest.
This isn't on the program today. Kevin just thought it'd be fun, and then he challenged me to it. I won the rock paper scissors. I'm making him go first, and then it's my turn.
We'll see.
How you finish off a good day of training? We trained a lot today.
Oh! My butt! Ow! Try to hold it. No. Keep now, keep pushing.
Come on, you got this. That's it. Keep it in the jog, even if it's slow.
Almost there.
Yes, great.
That was mentally challenging.
I had the same.
Did at any point before that you think that you would get 421 for that?
No.
Are you pleased with that?
Yeah. No. I shouldn't have stopped. I should have been stronger. Should have been stronger in my head. Sometimes that's the difference. No! I'm just falling 2-3 seconds behind every time. Jazz, you know our life is practically made up of memes.
Yep.
I have found one for you when we get pizza or ice cream, or someone hands you a Nocco.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Give me more nanas. Do you like mozzarella?
Okay, my unbiased review on the Concept 2 Bike Erg, because I know a lot of gyms don't have a Concept 2 Bike Erg. Is it worth the money? Is it good? Especially when you're comparing it to something like the Assault bike or the Bulldog Gear bike or I've not been on the new Rogue Echo bike, but if you're comparing it to kind of a dual assault bike. Personally, after just doing that workout, I like it. It's a completely different stimulus. The air bike for me is more cardiovascular based. So you know, like you're using your upper limbs as well as your lower limbs, and sometimes when the burn starts to kick in on the bike with your legs, you sometimes just push a little bit harder with your arms, you get that little bit of break, and then you can start kicking on with the legs again. This, completely different. So like the first 10-20 seconds every time you get on, you're like, wow, I can hold at like an 86, 90 RPM, I'm holding good calories, good pace, and then like 20 seconds into actually riding this bike, you just get this kind of, this dull burn, is the way I can describe it. And that burn does not go away, and it progressively gets a little bit worse, a little bit worse, a little bit worse. So whereas I'd say the bike is more cardiovascular based, this is definitely, depending on how you use it, more around kind of leg endurance. How much can you maintain that burn? Obviously you can get a good cardio workout on the bike too. As for it as a piece of equipment, it's good. You see them in a lot of Globo gyms as well, not like the Concept 2 bike, but stationary bikes. The reason why this has actually come around, the Concept 2 bike, is because the assault bikes are pretty unreliable. They break quite often, but also in terms of monitoring calories. So one of my friends who lives in Kuwait, he had 5 bikes in a row, did 70 RPM on each one of those for a whole minute, and found that there was a 4 calorie difference between the 4 bikes. So you could be cycling in the games and have to work a little bit harder than the person next to you, just because the counting and the mechanism within the bike is pretty unreliable. I'm not sure what it's like with the new Rogue Echo bike. I'm sure they've figured it out a little bit. As for the Concept 2 bike, they're a lot more, from what I've heard, a lot more specific. So I mean, if you do 70 RPM on that and another one, they should come out the same. That's why this has been introduced. So if they do have it in the games, it's a little bit easier to monitor and a little bit more fair. I mean, will we see it in the games? I think Dave Castro, when he's put out the road bike, I don't see why he would then bring in a Concept 2 Bike Erg. It's not the most fun thing to watch anyone on. I think watching people on an air bike is actually pretty exciting. When people are going hard, you know what they're going through. This is just kind of watching someone in a gym, Globo gym, working out. This would probably give you the best leg pump in the whole entire world. Especially if you crank it up, great for leg power. Is it worth the money? If you have one and you want to go to regionals, yes, because it's probably going to one day be included in regionals in the games. If you have a gym and you want something for your members to get used to, I would probably still go for the air bike. Just because it's a bit more diverse, a bit more cardio based, a bit more fun. But if you're looking for a piece of kit, put it in your garage alongside it, it's not bad. I'd rather get out on my bike at home. But as a piece of equipment, it's good. Tracks well, gives you a hell of a good leg burn workout. Basically what I'm trying to say, team, is this bike is awesome. Great for power if you want to crank it up, great for leg endurance if you want to crank it down. Cardiovascularly, it does work it, but not as much as the air bike. On the air bike, you can let your arms take over. On this, it's legs, and you just got to keep moving your legs. If you slow down, you just stop, the fan stops. By it stops, watch this. So Jazz is just pushing, no, keep going, keep going. So Jazz is just like maintaining a pace, and then listen to the fan when she slows down. So look, listen to Jazz's fan now, like when she's holding a pace, but then as soon as you step off that pace, you like completely lose resistance, don't you? So that's why that leg burn builds up. It's because you have to find a pace and you can't really slow down from it. Try and slow down a little bit. It's like you lose tension straight away.
Tension, yeah.
If you're looking at competitions too, I don't think there'll be many of these in like local competitions. Probably more likely you'll see an air bike and very likely a rower. If you're looking for a piece of equipment for your home gym, or what you're thinking, should I get? I would recommend first getting an air bike or a rower, depending on which one you're going to use more, which one you're going to be inspired to use more. Because there's no point having a piece of equipment and not using it. If you look at a row and you're like, yeah, you know what, I really want to get good at rowing, then get good at rowing, because that's going to build your cardiovascular system. If you look at a bike and you're like, oh, I want to get really good at biking, well then buy an air bike and just get really good on the air bike and build the aerobic system that way. And if this is something that you think, well, that's exactly what I want, then buy this and build the cardiovascular system on that. They're all going to build your cardiovascular system, yeah, in a little different ways. Just depends which one's going to inspire you to train. If you've got the money to buy it, I think it's a good thing. Say if you had your garage gym and you wanted one piece of cardio equipment.
One piece of cardio? No, then a rower is the better opinion. I would go for a rower. But the second one, No, yeah, okay. To be honest, the second one would be a ski erg. So I would have like 2, rower and a ski erg. If you have the money, buy a rower. If you have more money, buy a ski erg. If you have a nice mother, maybe then buy an assault bike or a concert tour bike, whatever you like.
There you go.
So, unlike the air bike or assault bike, where nothing other than the seat height is changeable, and maybe the seat can go like this, you can actually pull this in, which we've just found out. And then this goes up and down, and this goes up and down. So actually you can probably fix it to work with your height better. Oh, this is much better.
I now fully understand why you wanted to do that extra 1K run.
Buying.
We did heavy lifting. I didn't plan about heavy lifting, so I have to fill up my energy levels again.
Thought we were bad. It's all ice cream.
It's good food.
That's all, Kevin.
Nothing bad. Now there's carbs. We need carbs. You told me that.
Come on, dog. What do you do when football's coming home and
you've trained like an absolute animal today.
you're surrounded by CrossFitters?
Eat pizza! You told me that Matt Fraser said it's fine. Even though that was a lie, I'm taking it as gospel and I'm eating it anyway.
His name's
Finished an entire pizza.
What's his name? Skywalker? No, Walker.
No, you should eat. Just continue.
Kevin doesn't know much about football.
No. But I'm sure he said Skywalker.
Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker?
Yeah.
Skywalker.
Close enough to Skywalker, I'll give him that.
Craig gave me 2 advices. Eat more ice cream and work on my straight arms and straight full on snatch.
So far the ice cream is going well.
You have to start with the ice cream.
Yeah.
Otherwise it don't work.